Good morning from a sunny July day in London. Everyone who has been following our E2 visa journey knows we are officially in the waiting game. Our paperwork is filed and we are prepping to leave London. But up until now I haven't really shared where we are moving, especially the city. And today the secret is out. We are, hopefully moving to LA. To give you a little bit of background, if you're new to the channel, I am originally from Germany and I've been in London for the past 4-ish years. My husband is actually from London. But the crazy thing is we have both lived in the US before. So years ago I did an au pair year in California, just south of LA, around Orange County. And he did a college exchange year in Pennsylvania, quite different. But yeah, when we first started dating in London, that was actually one of the main things we kind of clicked over. And we realized we had both lived in the US and we have both lived in Spain too. So we kind of connected instantly because we had this shared experience of loving life outside of our home countries, really. And yeah, ever since my au pair year, I always had this lifelong dream of going back to live in the United States. I could just really never figure out how to make it happen. And to be honest, London was a good compromise for me. I chose it because it's a massive, beautiful and multicultural city. And I am a totally city person. So I thought, okay, this is my path now. And I never really thought I would actually get to properly live in the US again. And I would have been totally fine being in London forever. But it was always kind of a lingering dream in the back of my mind to go back to the US, but it just really didn't seem possible. And of course my husband always knew I had this deep love for California especially. So when we got married, it was incredibly important to us to kind of do our honeymoon in the US. So my husband had never been to the West Coast before, and we always joked that if we ever moved to America, it would have to be the West Coast because it's just, yeah, where my heart is. So during our honeymoon, he also fell in love with it instantly. So while we were out there, we met up with a friend who randomly told us all about the E2 investor visa. And a little spark went off. So strategically moving to LA makes total sense for my husband's VFX company as well. He already works in film, and when it comes to the entertainment industry, Hollywood is just the absolute place to be. So yeah, we do know it's very competitive, but from a business perspective, it is the ultimate strategic move, even if the competition will be there as well. So for me, having lived nearby before and always wanting to return, it just feels like the universe was aligning professionally and personally with our dream, or with my dream as well. Especially with my dream. It's an old dream of mine and a new dream of my husband's, I guess. Now that it's real, I have been thinking so much about how completely different my life is going to look. And I know LA quite well. And the lifestyle shift is going to be massive, I think. The biggest, most obvious change is the weather, obviously. We are both craving that California sunshine. Here in London, even when we get a beautiful summer heat wave like we're having right now, I still feel a bit stuck. London just isn't built for the heat. There's not much water around. I mean, luckily I have the pool at my gym and a park nearby, but hot weather in London almost feels wrong in a way. I guess you can never win, right? But it's just, the heat is just, it's really, really humid here at the moment. And I know that LA is just, or has a dry heat, which I love. As everyone knows, in LA the weather is beautifully constantly. Because yeah, I'm a total morning person, as you probably know. I'm so excited to wake up and do my morning meditations outside, or go for a run or hike. And yeah, we really want to make sure we live somewhere close to nature, either right by a hiking trail or closer to the beach, depending on what makes the most sense for our jobs closer to the move date. So we don't know for sure. But yeah, the trade-off for that sunshine is walkability and public transport. Right now in London, we don't even own a car. Yeah, I haven't really been driving in ages, except for the rare times I go back home to Germany. But yeah, public transport in London is world class. You never have to think about parking, but in LA, that is really going to completely change. And honestly, the traffic and driving culture is probably going to suck at first. And as someone who uses walking as therapy, I know LA isn't known for being walkable. Americans might think it's weird when they see me walking to places, but you know what? You can make up your own rules. So I'm going to walk as much as I possibly can. Also, I'm going to flip my camera because it's getting really hot and really warm here under the sun. All right, we're back. People always love to say that LA is incredibly superficial, but honestly, I've lived in London for a while, and London can be just as superficial, I think. I don't know, I think any massive high-powered city has that side to it. At the end of the day, as long as you stay close to who you are and build a good community, I think you can make a home anywhere. But what LA has, what London is missing, I think, for me, is that deep wellness, meditation and spirituality vibe. It is embedded into the lifestyle there. I feel like people who live in LA might think it's worse there, but I know how I felt in London, and I know there are amazing pockets of people in LA who are deeply into the spiritual world, something that I haven't really come across in London. So I'm really, really excited to find those people and build that community. And there's, of course, the creativity. For my husband, creativity-wise, London has started to feel a bit limiting lately. Even though he's from here, we sometimes feel very, I don't know, stuck creatively. So I think for us it's going to be nice to explore whatever we think of LA or what we think LA is about. So yeah, we are really, really excited for this new chapter, and even though it's really terrifying, it's a total lifestyle flip, but we are really, really ready for LA. So yeah, I'm just wondering, have any of you moved from Europe to the West Coast, or do you live in LA right now? Drop your best neighborhood recommendations or survival tips for Londoner in the comments below, and of course don't forget to subscribe to follow our official countdown to California, and I'll see you in the next video.